Okay. Just need to get something real quick.
Be that purple taker.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Madeline's Avenue. If this is your first time, welcome. My name is Madeline. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button because you clicked on this video for a reason. So that basically is just the tea, like you're here to stay. So just click on the subscribe button and also turn on post notifications because I post videos weekly. So you would definitely need a reminder. Okay, so just turn on post notifications. So today this is another Talk Time with M episode. I actually have been seeing all your requests for Talk Time with M. You guys talked about me bringing in more guests and also talking about, you know, some trending topics, and you know, I'm trying to put that into action. And if you guys have any current trending topic that you would like us to talk about, please put it in the comment section below. Okay, so today we're talking about self-esteem. Why did I pick this topic? Well, I mean, I saw the video, I don't know if you guys saw it as well, of this little girl online that she was getting her hair done, and she just looked in the camera and she was like, I'm ugly. And we're just like, no. I just wanted to talk about that because I just feel like it's something that's kind of like going around. Like a lot of people are having like low self-esteem, and sometimes it is our own fault. And I feel like when we take a step back to actually address everything and actually see where these things are coming from, where these thoughts are coming from, we will definitely be able to, you know, figure out where the problem is and fix it. So the first thing I wanted to do is just to define self-esteem. And self-esteem is having confidence in one's own worth or abilities, self-respect. And I guess you can start talking about self-esteem from like jobs, right? Like when people have jobs or when people are searching for jobs, especially if you're fresh out of, you know, university or college, like you're looking for a job, but then like you tend to ask yourself, and I've kind of put myself in that position sometimes where I ask myself like, are you sure you're even good enough for this amount of salary? Are you sure you're even good enough as you're graduating now? Are you sure you've learned everything? Even with like my YouTube channel, I always tell my best friends, I'm like, you guys, I don't even know, like no one is watching my videos. I don't even know what's going on. Maybe like my content is not just good enough. Maybe I just need to like just stop YouTube for a while and focus. Or even like when I look online and I just look at my feed, I'm like, sis, this is not it, like compared to that person's feed. And that's what we do. We tend to compare ourselves with other people, and that in turn can bring down our self-esteem. That in turn can bring down our self-worth and our abilities. So I feel like the first thing is just not to like second guess yourself, or just don't doubt yourself. Especially like if you're in university, like you've gone through 4 years with this one major, you are definitely ready. And the fact that you've been able to graduate and come out of it, you're definitely ready, right? So you shouldn't ever doubt yourself. Anytime you think about doubting yourself, just look back at like where you started from and where you are now. That alone should like just take your self-esteem, like basically your feeling or your worth, or like the way you feel about how much you're worth. I'm sorry, I'm finding it hard to get my words, but I feel like looking back to where you were before and comparing it to where you are now would definitely increase the idea of the worth you had in yourself, or the worth that you allocated yourself to. I feel like the only comparison we should do in this life is in ourselves. We should only compare ourselves with ourselves. You should only compare yourself with yourself. You should only compare Madeline with Madeline. Like you shouldn't compare yourself to any other person. And I keep on saying this, like no two people are the same. There was this interview I did with Moti Inspires where she was asking me, you know, what makes your feed different from other people, or what makes you different from other content creators. The fact that I have a different kind of blood flowing through my veins makes me different. The fact that I have a name of my own makes me different. The fact that, you know, I'm just me, I'm just one person in this body makes me different from the next person. So you shouldn't ever try to compare yourself with other people. That is one thing that can bring down your self-esteem. Another thing is also, I mean, I guess you could call this comparing, but not necessarily comparing, but what you're comparing. So there was this thing I saw on Twitter where someone said, oh, if Cardi B, like around the time when Offset was cheating on Cardi B, sorry, I'm using her. This, I don't think I've heard of any other stories of someone cheating like really recently. But like back when Offset was cheating on Cardi B, and then apparently she forgave him or something like that. Someone said, oh, if Cardi B can take back cheating Offset, who are you not to take back your man? And it's like, huh? Like, what? Why would you want to put celebrities on this really high, you know, like this really high position on how you would, you know, go about with your life? Like, why should Cardi B taking back her husband be a reason for you to take back that guy that cheated on you? That's just reducing your self-esteem. That's not something that we should do, and I've seen that a lot of people do that. A lot of people want to look like a certain celebrity, so they go in and they do all these plastic surgeries and things like that, and then they come out unsuccessful or unhappy and always going back to do more because they just feel like they're just not there yet. And so putting, you know, you're basically putting your life in the hand of a celebrity is not going to get you anywhere. Honestly, it's just going to leave you second guessing yourself. It's just going to leave you continuously wanting more, not for yourself, but just because that's the image you want to represent, because that's the image that is like glorified. And that's like another thing. Now, going back to the video of the girl that said that she was ugly, I don't know if you guys have seen that video. I'll try and look for it and put it in the description box below. Like this, the woman that was braiding her hair literally set her straight. She told her that, no, you're not ugly. Whoever is telling you that, don't believe it. Like, your skin isn't ugly. And I feel like a lot of us struggle with finding like our worth or just our self-esteem just because of the color of our skin, because beauty is like the way it is projected in the mainstream media or in what everyone sees today. You always see someone of a fair skin or just someone's skin that is just white as you know, the standard of beauty. So that's why you see a lot of black women bleaching, or I don't know if black guys bleach, but you see a lot of black women bleaching just to kind of like fit in. And even sometimes, even after they bleach, they're still looking to bleach more. So basically, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, you might think that doing one thing because it is what is preferred might help you get better, but it's only going to help you get worse, because you would continue to long to look like that or to keep up with that image, and you will just get tired at some point and just burn out. And then what will happen then? What's gonna happen then? So I feel like the only thing we should do is just to compare ourselves to ourselves. Compare yourself to yourself. Compare Madeline to Madeline. Don't compare yourself with anyone. And always look back at where you were and compare it to where you are now, and let that be your form of calculation of how much your self-worth is. Look at how much, you know, sweat you went through to go into university, and you came out successful. A course that you didn't even, or a major that you didn't even want to go into, or you didn't even think that you would go into it. Like, look at how, you know, you conquered that and you came out. That alone should build up your self-worth or your ability or your respect for yourself. And sometimes, like, even with the way people treat us, we kind of use that to define our self-worth. A lot of times we let people like walk over us. Like, any relationship where you're just not valued, like they don't value your time, they don't value your presence, they don't value your ideas or your opinions, that would make you rethink like the respect you have for yourself, or rethink like your worth. And that's not good at all. So I feel like sometimes we do it to ourselves. Staying in situations or in relationships, I'm not even talking about like boyfriend and girlfriend, also friendships as well. Friendship relationships, I think, are the worst, because that person is supposed to be your friend, right? Like, they should not have to treat you that way. So sometimes we do it to ourselves, and we stay just because we've known this person for this long. And probably they're doing it in your best interest. No, they're not doing it in your best interest. They're doing it in their best interest. So I feel like, you know, sometimes just re-evaluating yourself, your circle, the things that you're doing, that would help to, you know, really determine your self-worth. Evaluate it and then look for the changes that you can make, and that would help you move forward. And the last thing I wanted to talk about is just doing things. Like, the things that you do that really helps you to know like your worth or your ability. I guess, for example, like with me now on my YouTube channel, if I don't know how to explain this, but basically when you do something and you say, yes, I did it, and it came out well, it came out amazing, that would like just take your your self-esteem and your self-worth up here. I'm gonna use myself as an example. So I think this was in like 2018. My sister Queena, she told me, she's like, oh, you should start collaborating with other content creators and everything. And I would just ask myself, like, are you even good enough to collaborate with these people? Is your content even of quality? Like are you sure? Like, I would just basically doubt myself. And like now there's no way that I would think twice about collaborating with people, because I know that my content is of like high quality. I love to produce content, and you guys also see how hard I work. So I feel like with every video I make, it just makes me more proud of myself, because I look back at where I was. I think I started my YouTube channel in 2016. Yeah, 2016. And like comparing it then to now, there's a huge difference in quality. There's a huge difference in like variety of content, and that just makes me feel really, really good about myself. And I also, get messages from people, and also it's the things that people tell you, especially the good stuff, would like also boost your self-esteem. That's another thing. That's why I was saying, like, you really need to filter out like what you listen to, or the people that you watch, or the things that you hear, because that can affect your self-esteem. If you're constantly watching people who always have designer stuff, and you yourself, you can't afford designer stuff, you would always like start second guessing yourself, like, oh, why can't you afford designer stuff? Why can't you look like this? You must not, like, you're probably not good enough. Like, we kind of use those things to really I guess place ourselves on like the value scale, and that shouldn't be. Always just compare yourself with yourself. Always look back at where you came from to where you are now, and use that to define your self-worth. And never ever stop to think twice about like starting what you love, because when you start something that you have a passion for, it's going to show for itself, and like that is just going to increase your self-worth. Because even people will start asking you like, oh, can you show me how you did this? Like, I love your style so much, do you mind styling me, or something like that. So it's like always just believe in yourself. That's another thing. Like, I know it's really, really difficult for us to believe in ourselves, especially because of like the current circumstances that we find ourselves in, or the current situations we find ourselves in. But always believe in yourself, because that would help to boost your self-esteem. Believe that you can do these things. Believe that that if you're tasked with something, you will do it, and it will be of quality. Believe that you should get paid for doing something for someone. Don't ever second guess yourself. Don't ever think that, oh, my pictures are just not good enough, maybe I should just give it to him for free, or give it to her for free. Or my videos, like, I don't know, a lot of people don't really watch my stuff. I don't know, this maybe is an opportunity that she's giving me, so I should just take it and not charge. No, always put yourself first. Like, put yourself where you need to be. Never ever second guess yourself. And I feel like using those things, that would help you to like reevaluate yourself. That would also help you to like put yourself back on track where you need to be. Filter out things. Like, filtering is the best thing that can help you, honestly. Just filter your whole life. Like, the things that you need around you, things that you don't need around you, things that you need to get rid of. Filter everything and just like move forward. Okay, so yeah, I hope that this was helpful. If you guys have anything to say on self-esteem, please do so in the comment section below. Don't forget to let me know what topics you guys would like me to talk on. I'm praying and hoping that my next talk time with M would be one of like with other people. I'm working towards that, so please bear with me. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it, and yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Oh, also guys, let me know if you'd like to see how I created this look. Okay? All right, bye.